and welcome. I am Oleg Semakov and I have some exciting and uplifting news to share with you. If you're currently watching this video, there's a high probability that you are either a user or possibly even an owner of the ADVANTouch vGAP3. In today's video, I would like to guide you through your initial steps in utilizing the display and explain basic functions to you in a clear and concise manner. Subsequently, you should be able to utilize the product with a certain level of self-assurance, and as a result, concentrate fully on your teaching and learning content without any distractions or concerns. In principle, a multi-touch display operates in a similar manner as a smartphone, but it possesses the physical dimensions of a contemporary LCD flat-screen television. For this reason, there are a few things to consider. Before turning on the display, please make sure that it is connected to the power grid via a so-called cold device cable. It is of utmost importance to ensure that the toggle switch located adjacent is also turned on without fail. If both criteria are met, power button, located on right side of display, lights up in red color. Tap it once and it will light up white and the display will come up. While all this is happening, I would like to explain the connection options to you. You have the option to connect mobile devices on both the lower and right backside, as well as on the front side of the device for added convenience. For example, connect your notebook to the display using an HDMI cable to transmit both image and sound. If you also make use of a USB-B to A cable, you can control your device via the integrated touch function of your touch display, allowing for convenient and intuitive operation that enhances the overall user experience. Alternatively, you can also use a USB-C cable. Your device will even be charged with up to 65 watts. If the display is powered up, it is immediately ready for use. The device always boots into the source that was last used. If you do not have a source or an additional source connected, you will always see the pre-installed ADVANTouch operating system on your device. In the middle, there is a clock with underlying widgets, through which you have access to the most important applications, functions, as well as the ADVANTouch support page. In the top right corner, you have quick access to the most important basic settings, and on the left side to advanced share, but more on that later. With just one fingertip, you have the ability to open any setting, function, and application. What you see in each source are these little arrows that are located at the edge of the screen. All arrows have the same function. If you pull on it one time, you essentially bring the so-called sidebar into the screen of your device. The sidebar consists of 3 different segments. In the first segment or in the first area, you will find the so-called navigation buttons, which allow you to navigate between apps and of course return to the home screen at any time. In the second area, you will find the ADVANTouch applications, and in the third segment, you will come across the widgets. These function across all sources. The so-called OSD menu is positioned in the first place of the user interface. To make adjustments, simply tap on the corresponding icon and a window will open up, providing you with the option to adjust the brightness and, of course, the volume of your ADVANTouch display screen. Here you also have the option to navigate between various sources, like the ADVANTouch OS and other connected device sources. Furthermore, there is an optional OPS PC that is also available for your display. This enables you to easily switch to this source with a simple fingertip gesture and promptly find yourself back in your familiar Windows environment. You can manipulate these as per usual, but this time using your finger instead of the mouse. Let's return to our discussion on Android. The ADVANTshare already mentioned is a pre-installed screen sharing application that enables you to wirelessly mirror the content of your mobile devices to the display screen of your choice. The only condition for this is that both devices must always be connected to the same network. Screen share itself always runs in the background and only becomes noticeable through this code. Tap the code once to open another menu and acquire additional access information for further assistance and enhanced usability. You can establish a connection using the so-called Chromecast and Miracast protocols, but of course also via Apple AirPlay. On one hand, you can utilize the solution integrated in your mobile device, but if you install the MultiTouch application, you will have extra features that you can utilize when connecting. In order to establish a connection through the application, it is necessary to open the app and input the code that is currently being displayed in the area located above. Then choose your corresponding device and you can immediately stream your content to the display. If you do not have your own cache with you, but still desire to display teaching content and prepared presentations on the ADVANTouch display, you can easily accomplish this by utilizing a USB stick that you have brought with you. Simply connect it to one of the available USB ports, and ADVANTOS will notify you that it has been recognized. After a brief confirmation, you are granted access to the folder structure. Here, you have the ability to navigate and open any file by double tapping at any given time and subsequently play or edit it as desired. You can use all apps in the so-called multi-window mode, just like you already know it in Windows. Simply tap on the corresponding icon at the top of the app, select the desired area, and this app will be displayed on this page in this area. Furthermore, ADVANTOS also provides recommendations for additional applications that can be displayed in the free area without any cost. Tap on it once and you will now work in split screen mode. One of the most useful applications you will find on your ADVANTouch display is the ADVANTouch Digital Whiteboard app. Like all other applications, you start this one with a tap, and as you can see, this app opens in what is called full screen mode. That means you don't have any annoying screen edges that can hinder you while writing. Of course, it is recommended to use one of the two pens, which is magnetically fixed to the edge of the screen. On the subpage of the application, you will find a toolbar. Naturally, you have the option to select the various tools by tapping or touching them with your finger. Each of these tools has additional settings. Here, for example, in pen mode, you have the option to assign your pen with different colors, types, and also hardness. In my case, I cover the thin side of my pencil with a thin, let's say orange pencil, and the thick side with a thick blue brush. This is how I ensure that both sides are adequately covered and have distinct colors. As you can observe, at present I am writing utilizing the thick side in the color blue and the thin side in the color orange. And now we are already coming to the end of this brief introduction. If you need a deeper and more professional insight into the comprehensive functions of the ADVANTouch display, our professional training team is at your disposal. Otherwise, I hope that you were able to take away a lot with me today and, as promised, get to know the basic functions of the ADVANTouch display. I thank you for your attention and wish you a lot of fun with your ADVANTouch vGAP3. See you soon.